Hello and welcome. I'm Jessie Amy Montes and thanks for joining me for this TempleUpdate.com exclusive. Temple student government elections are in full swing for 2016. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to break down the elections, who's running, how and where you can vote. But first, I want to show you what current students know about the elections.
What do you know about the Temple student government elections?
That is coming soon.
Okay, so what do you know about the Temple student government elections?
Literally nothing.
So what do you know about Temple student government elections?
I don't know too much about Temple student government elections, but I do know that they're starting to vote.
Now, the Update.com team only spoke to a handful of students at the bell tower, but the consensus may not be so far-fetched. Last year's elections brought in the most voters TSG Elections have ever had. Just over 6% of Temple's undergraduate student body, with 4,582 students casting votes. The few owls we spoke to that did know about the elections had this to say.
I plan on voting because I think it's important because Temple has a whole bunch of students and I feel like each platform should represent the student body entirely.
I choose not to vote just because I won't complain based on whatever the result would be.
Sometimes I just don't understand the hype over TSG government elections because I don't know the kinds of changes that they can do and kind of authority they have, stuff like that.
Now, to demystify Temple student government, here's what's going on. There are 3 positions up for grabs: student body president, vice president of services, and vice president of student affairs. These students are elected through university-wide elections every year. They work with a team of 30 student leaders and a university staff member who meets with them on a weekly basis to go over TSG's progress. All 30 spots are filled through an application and interview process. This means that a whole group of new faces could fill these positions each year. These 30 students help the executive board run general body meetings every Monday and complete the major points on the administration's platform. Switching gears back to this year's election, 4 teams are vying for the top 3 positions. Among them are Believe in TU, a team which says it's dedicated to campus security and involving more students in campus events. Empower TU, they say inclusivity is key. Owl Opportunity, which says it's committed to giving students a voice in the university administration, and Take TU, a team made up of student activists. Now, when it comes to what Temple student government can change, the group has limited power over issues where the Board of Trustees is involved. Update's Kylie Winkler spoke to current TSG members about what the governing body does on behalf of students.
We're leveraging our relationships to get things done for the student body, and that's important.
That's what Temple student government members are driving home as their time in office comes to a close. With just over a month before another team steps in, TSG members are working hard to make sure students' voices are being heard. The recent concerns with Pennsylvania's budget stalemate has led TSG Vice President Bin Nguyen to Harrisburg. She sat amongst others representing state-funded schools at the appropriations hearing.
So we were there, we were the face, we connected and talked to a lot of legislators and they asked about, our story, and I think putting that personal story to the face of Temple really shined a light on why it's important to pass the budget.
But it's not just the budget that's causing controversy at Temple. The decision to build an on-campus football stadium has caused a divide between students and community members.
Up with community! Down with the stadium!
TSG explains to the Board of Trustees the varying concerns of the students.
We can talk to them more personally on a different level and make sure that they know these concerns and make sure that they're informed about what's going on.
I'll speak at every public session, and while I don't necessarily have voting rights on the Board of Trustees, that's something that we've been advocating for Temple Student Government's been advocating for a number of years.
With no vote in public meetings, TSG will continue to speak with board members to show them what students really want. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Kylie Winkler.
While TSG does not have any voting rights within the Board of Trustees, Temple's plan for a possible stadium is still a major talker this election season.
We like to say we're for the stadium for the sense because the stadium is already in motion. We want to support Temple University and what it does, but at the same time we want to support the community, and we want to do this by setting up a better way for the community to come in and discuss this. So like we said, we want to bring block leaders in. We don't want to just do this for the stadium. We want to do this for every issue that we have.
Our position is that it's not our role to tell students how to feel. It's our role to give students the platform to make their voices heard. And it's our role certainly to inform students, but it would be wrong of us to take a position, because no matter what position we took, we would be disenfranchising, we would be ignoring many voices on campus.
By picking a stance on the stadium and just going on what you expect or what you think the majority opinion is, you are shutting out and quieting a section of students who also should have the same amount of voice as the students who want the stadium or don't want the stadium. And by being a group that's supposed to represent the voice of the people and give them the opportunity to have that voice, is important to stay non-biased.
The majority of the teams have come out with fairly neutral stances on the stadium. Here's the team that's making the most noise about this project.
Part of the Stadium Stompers, I've been a part of the, meeting up with the community members, and right now an enormous amount of people are against it or confused about it. And I don't think TSG is doing its part in conducting proper information so that students can form, more, firm opinions on the topic.
Whether TSG will have an effect on this issue remains to be seen. The group still lacks voting rights on the Board of Trustees, but this next group of elected students will be around for a majority of these discussions and could play a hand in how that project plays out. This is the first time since 2010 that more than 2 teams are running for TSG, each hoping to make their mark on Temple University. Here's a look at what makes each team unique. First up, Update's Nick Charles spoke with Believe in TU. They're the only team who address fitness on campus in their platform.
Our platform capitalizes on social life the most, and that it's an important part of the university experience here as much as academics.
The team hopes to engage alumni with current students in the form of a mentorship program.
I definitely want to set up a mentorship program to help students get jobs, because you need more mentors than just professors at college. You need people in the field today that are really willing to help you get your foot in the door.
Vice President hopeful Deja Lighty hopes to bring awareness of the mental health resources Temple provides, such as the Tuttleman Counseling Service and the Wellness Resource Center.
I want to make sure that those are available, that people are aware of it, and that we can educate freshmen as soon as they come in.
Believe in TU is one of 4 teams that are running for this office. When it comes to the plans of a possible Temple Stadium, presidential candidate John J. Sianowicz hopes to bring his civil engineering background to the table.
I mean, my big issue with the stadium is I haven't seen the exact blueprints. Like, I'm a civil engineer at College of Engineering. I want to see how they make it work. Sure.
Then there's Empower TU. Their VP candidate of services wasn't even sure she wanted to run for TSG. Update's Cassandra Simeon has this story for us.
It's really important to give everyone a voice and a stake in the process, and I think that getting people engaged means giving them something tangible where they have someone they can go to.
Vice President of Services candidate Kelly Dawson wasn't sure at first whether she wanted to tango with the TSG.
Because I've been thoroughly dissatisfied with Temple student government since I've been at Temple. I was thinking, I can't stand outside and just throw rocks at a window. Like, if someone's offering me the chance to be the change, I should go ahead and actually be the change that I want to see.
While building an on-campus stadium is a hot-button topic amongst students and community members, Empower TU is looking to bridge the gap between university officials and the student body.
Next is Owl Opportunity. They hope to restructure the student government through the creation of a student senate. Alyssa Jerome has this story.
A main point on their platform is connecting the community. The team wants to enact this by creating a student senate.
Something like the student senate will bring students closer to Temple student government.
There will be a representative from every college and school, and there'll be a representative of each year level.
Owl Opportunity's greatest passion is lending Temple students a voice. They plan on doing that by connecting higher authority in the administration and the Temple student government to the student body.
There's been a gap in between Temple University students and administrators.
Touching upon the vote in favor or against the campus stadium, Owl Opportunity wants to remain unbiased to create greater communication among local residents and students.
As TSG, you're not supposed to really represent what you feel like it's best. You're supposed to allow the students to do that for you.
Finally, the team who wants to build a sexual violence center on campus. Update's Tennyson Coleman spoke with Take TU about their platform.
Take TU calls itself an intersectional feminist campaign hoping to reclaim sexual assault and dating violence support on campus.
I think it's really important that sexual assault and dating violence survivors get the proper and professional help that they're already paying for.
Although the candidates don't have a long history of working with TSG, Tina and Isabella have served on the executive board for Temple Socialist, working directly with students in the North Philadelphia community.
As someone who believes that power is with the people and power is with the students and the workers, I definitely wanted to be a part of making sure that all voices are heard.
Take TU claims to be the only platform that is not taking a neutral stance on any of the issues, and they have been very vocal about their disapproval of building a stadium right here on Temple's campus.
I think it's completely absurd to force a stadium on people who do not want it.
You can find extended versions of each team's platform on our website at templeupdate.com. The elections will take place from March 29 through midnight of March 30th. Votes can be cast at uvote.temple.edu. That's uvote.temple.edu. That will be on our website as well. The winner will be announced at noon on Thursday, and we'll have those live results for you on our social media. Thanks for joining me for TempleUpdate.com's first ever webisode. For the web team here at Temple Update, I'm Jessie Amy Montes.